Hi, Dr. Eva.
Hi there, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing so good. I'm doing better now because you and I are going to have a power moment right here because I have some stuff on my mind. And I
Yeah.
was thinking about who is a great person for me to talk to, have a conversation like we do, to
Mhm,
just unpack a couple of things. So
mhm.
here it is. I'm just going to put this thesis out there. So we are living in this time where so much is happening. It's so dynamic, and many of us have had minor and major health scares, right? Just because that's what's happening in this dynamic thing called life right now. And we all then say, okay, we're on the health journey, we're on the health kick. Well, where does one start? Question mark. Because you read one report and it says you need to track your sleep. You read another report, it says don't track your sleep because that stresses you out. You read another report that says you need to add protein and a lot of protein and you need to supplement with a lot of supplements throughout the day. You read another report that says all those supplements have metals and steel and all sorts of things that are not good for our bodies naturally. Then you read something else that says, no, you need stretching. You should only be doing the stretching. Something else says you should be doing the weight training. Girl, I'm confused. The people
Yeah,
need to be confused because I'm confused because I believe that I'm not necessarily, I'm not that clueless to not really know all this stuff is,
yeah,
you can't take it all grain of salt. So that's why
yeah,
we're knocking on your door today. We're going to have
yeah,
a conversation about all things health trends, and the real on how we should be thinking about this. So, Dr. Eva,
yeah.
tell me why you are the source that I believe is the right person to talk to.
Yes. Well, yes, there's a lot to sift through, right? And people want a recipe
Yes.
and they want a recipe from someone who they can trust.
Yes.
Um, so let me tell you why you can trust me, okay?
Yes.
So I'm in my mid 40s, I'm 44, and my background is in orthopedic surgery. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. So I already am obsessed with kind of getting people better,
Yes.
but in like a functional movement way, not like, I'm taking out your gallbladder way, but I want to fix your legs so you can become active again.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my foundation is taking care of people. But over the last decade, I've sort of made that look a little bit differently
Mhm.
because I myself am obsessed with my own wellness and fitness, and it's just something that I love and passionate about. So that caretaker spirit has transitioned into the fitness world. And so in that, I've become a personal trainer. I've become a certified sports nutritionist. I've owned a gym now, Kettlebox Fitness in Sterling, Virginia. And so I'm just trying to take a more holistic approach rather than like a body part approach like I used to do
Yes.
to helping people. And I really feel like I've found like I'm in a sweet spot because I understand what middle-aged people are going through.
Yes.
And it's a different type of approach you have to have from when you're in your 20s and early 30s because our bodies are changing. Our life is lifing. We have all this stress and cortisol. We need to simplify things. We have aging parents, children. And so it's like, what is the least amount that you can do to get the most bang? And that's what I feel like I've kind of figured out.
So I know that you're the right person to talk to, and I know that your journey is one that is not only inspiring, but it's holding folks accountable. And this conversation right here, we just gotta. This is gonna be the magic of it all. So tell me what your thoughts are about all the messaging that
Yeah.
we're getting. And
Yeah.
you said something very interesting, and that is cortisol levels.
Yeah.
One of the things that I've recently learned is your body knows stress, period. Your body
Hmm.
doesn't discern stress from the office, stress from tug of war, stress
Hmm.
from staying up all night, excuse me, last night with the dog. Your body
Hmm.
does not know the difference. It's
Hmm.
stress. And
Hmm.
so when Chantra has been in her seasons of religious, like, gotta get up 5 in the morning, go do the thing, the hard thing, the HIIT class, the workout. On top of, I didn't sleep the night before, on top of, I'm working at max capacity level, serving leadership in my corporate assignment or my business assignment or my extracurriculars, whatever it is. Body
Yeah.
is no stress.
Hmm.
Girl, when I
Yeah.
started learning that part, it helped me to understand how by choosing to not go work out that morning was probably the best decision I could have made, which is counterintuitive to what I've ever been taught. Please tell me that this is a thing.
It's a real thing. And even with our current gym, I'm trying to educate people who are highly motivated like you to work out. Like they want to sweat,
Mhm.
but I have to like change that sweat is not the marker,
Yes.
right? Um, Having a heart rate in the zone 5 is not the goal anymore, especially as we age. So let's break it down, right?
Break it down.
So we're talking about like there are big boxes. There's cardio, the cardio box, and then there's the diet nutrition box, right? And then there's like the what's the best type of workout box, and then there's supplements. That's like kind of like
I love
do
that.
it that way.
Okay.
So the
I don't even know
cortisol
that, girl.
the cortisol goes under, I think, the cardio box for us, and
Okay.
then all the other things like sleep and rest and work stress. So when it comes to the workout, especially in our age group, we came up when it was like HIIT was like in on trend.
Yes.
Research shows that you lose more body fat with HIIT workouts, right? That's what it was a
Hmm.
decade ago. But now we know that as we get older, like you said, the body can't differentiate from the stress from a good workout because you feel good after it,
Yeah.
right? Your heart rate is high, but really all of that cortisol is actually not helping us burn body fat. So
Mm.
the way that I am teaching people now is that you have to think about what the body uses to fuel your workouts.
Yeah. Ooh.
Those are your macros, your carbs, and your fats, and then we never want to hit protein.
Mhm.
So when we're doing these really short bursts of high intensity exercises for a short amount of time, we're using carbs, right? That's stored in our muscle and our liver. When
Mm.
we do high intensity, 85% of our heart rate max for a long amount of time, we're using carbs again.
Mm.
So what is this? Where is the fat burning zone where you're burning fat for fuel? And that's like steady state
Mm.
zone 2, zone 3 heart rate. So that's like 65% of your max heart rate. That's when you're burning fat for fuel. So
Mm.
that's cardio that you can talk through. You can be on a walking on a stairmaster at an incline. You can talk to your girlfriend next to you. You can be on the phone. You're not winded.
Mhm.
That's when we burn fat. That's when our stress levels stay low.
Mhm.
So that's where we want to be. So I actually love a zone 5 stairmaster for 60 minutes. Let me tell you, I'll put on my headphones and I'm in the zone. But I have to tell myself that that is not the way to go. And I've seen it because now I do regular body composition scanning because I'm in this bodybuilding world.
Mhm.
And when I'm stressed already, and then I go to the Stairmaster to relieve my stress because I want to be on it for an hour, literally my body fat goes up. Like I see
Wow.
the numbers. I lose muscle, I lose skeletal muscle mass on my body composition, and my body fat goes up. I'm talking about from week to week.
Jesus.
So I see hard number evidence that okay, this is a problem. And but for me,
Girl.
I'm like, this is like feeding my soul. No, it's not. It's really
No.
not. My body has responded the best now that I'm 44 by just doing low intensity, steady state cardio. I have my Apple Watch. I make sure I'm staying in zone 2 because the music beats make me want to go faster. I
Yes.
hold my, I track it in real time what my heart rate is doing. But then the cortisol issue, we're not sleeping well. We have work stress. We're taking care of aging parents. We have children. All of that is contributing to us holding on to body fat.
Mhm.
So it's just counter to what our goals are,
Mm.
you know?
And you know what? I think you hit on something that is magical. And that is when that cortisol is clinging, it's
Mm-hmm.
sending everything in this spiral that's out of control.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
even the acknowledgement of the type of workout you do and the shift that's required when you get to a certain point in your life, because
Yeah.
probably Chantra at late 20s, could be in the HIIT
Yeah.
class 5 days
Yeah.
a week and see
Mm-hmm.
all value for it because it
Yep.
really went with even where I was in life. Because
Mm-hmm.
I was, that young girl in New York City in finance, doing the thing, working all night,
Mm-hmm.
partying all night, hanging out, da
Mm-hmm.
da da. Yes, I did say that. Yes, proven not perfect. We're gonna leave that on the side. But
Mm-hmm.
the point is this: at that season, that sort of flywheel effect of the energy that I was putting out served me.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start the next phase, which starts to unravel it a little bit because I'm getting a little older. There are more
Mm-hmm.
factors outside of me. The cortisol
Mm-hmm.
now is just not me influenced, it's influenced by all these factors. And then fast
Yep.
forward, you get to the point where you're on the back end of this thing. And why would you choose to add more stress when you are now queen of stress sitting on top of all the stress? Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
girl, when you
Yeah.
break it down that way, I think it really does reset our thinking. So
Yeah.
tell me
Let me
about,
say, let me add one thing too,
please, yes.
because that's targeted for people like us who already are hit minded,
Mm,
but it also gives people who are starting their fitness journey or, earlier on in it,
mhm,
that you don't have to go to the gym and kill yourself. Like you can just walk on an incline treadmill
mm.
and you're still doing work.
Wow.
You don't have to feel like you have to do the most. It's
Mhm.
like, it's kind of comfortable cardio. And cardio is not just for fat burning, cardio is for heart health.
Comfortable cardio, girl, you got to coin that. That's
You
awesome.
know?
Never heard that. Have you ever heard anyone say
I
comfortable
haven't
cardio?
heard that. I haven't heard that. But it gives people permission who are just starting that they don't got to go and like try and like kill it. And then you can just start your journey by walking on an incline. You can get on the Stairmaster at a 3 and just do as much as you can do. And, you don't have to compete with the lady next to you who's at a 12, 14.
Mm-mm.
So it's okay just to like go at your pace. You can do zone 2 cardio. We recommend like 150 minutes a week, just walking in your neighborhood. So yeah, it makes it less intimidating for people to just start.
So we're going to say we're just starting. We are acknowledging that it's the movement that wins more than anything.
Yes, yes.
Now I want to ask you, where does the food equation come in?
Yeah. So food is complicated, especially because the quality is just so bad and it's so expensive now.
Yes.
Um, well, let's just start by saying if your goal, what are your goals? If your goal is fat burning,
Mhm.
no amount of cardio is going to make you lose weight. Right? You know what I'm saying? Cardio, well, I talk about fat burning, but it just augments whatever you're doing from the diet side. You
Mm,
can't outrun a diet.
got
So,
it.
the
That's
so
making
first,
it
let's talk.
plain. You cannot outrun a
You
diet.
can't outrun a bad diet.
Which,
So,
let's be honest, there was a time where maybe even I thought
yeah.
I could have all the extra stuff. I'm just gonna work out all weekend,
Hmm.
or I'm just gonna go to
Hmm.
that hard class, right?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Food is so complicated. So to that point, I say, and I even tell my kids this, don't get into the thought process of let me work and then I'll go take a walk or go for a run. Because you can start to develop this disordered thinking around food.
Yeah.
So we want to have healthy thoughts about food. I'm going to eat this carrot cake and that's it. Because I like carrot cake and it's for balance, right?
Mm,
But most of the time I'm eating in a smart way. I'm eating whole nutritious food. If you're eating whole nutritious food that you're cooking, it's difficult to really like go to be for that to go left.
yeah.
So that brings up right now the supplement issue, because before I started this current bodybuilding thing that I'm on, I was taking a protein supplement every single day.
Mm,
It made 200 calories, minimal sugar, 30 grams. It was a good supplement.
mhm,
Um, had to find the right one that didn't jack up my stomach because they all still have all types of stuff in it.
mhm,
And now I've shifted. I eat.
mhm,
I eat my protein.
mm,
That's what I'm on now. I'm encouraging people. Just told someone yesterday, he said he has a Greek yogurt for breakfast and a pea protein shake. I said, why don't you just eat more Greek yogurt?
mm.
Why don't you just have 20 more grams of Greek yogurt? And let me tell you, my body has changed so much since I started just eating whole food for my entire protein source because the body, that's what it does. The bioavailability of the protein in whole foods is so much greater than what you're getting in this processed supplement. You
Mhm.
might get 30 grams of protein, but your body only sees maybe, I'm just making this number up, 15 grams because the availability of your body to absorb it is not as efficient.
Mhm.
So just eat whole food.
Mm.
Just eat whole food. You can get your protein from vegetable sources, lentils, pilaf, bulgur pilaf.
But okay, I gotta speak for the Keep It Real section, okay?
Yeah,
Keep It Real section is saying, but Dr. Eva, I am a businesswoman, I am a mom, I'm running
you
around
have time.
with active kids, I'm a wife,
Yeah,
I'm all these things, right? I'm a
yeah,
caretaker, whatever
mhm,
lane it is, I know that the people listening to this are in those lanes.
yeah.
How is it that you position yourself for success when there
Mhm.
is no time?
Proper planning.
Mm,
I have a luxury because I work from home. So I realize that I can go to my refrigerator and grab something to eat every 3 hours. So, number one thing I'm getting from women,
mm-hmm,
they don't eat enough. They eat at lunch, they eat a coffee and a banana for breakfast, they
mm-hmm,
eat a chicken over greens for salad for lunch, and then they have a protein, maybe not a carb, maybe a little bit of carb for dinner.
mm-hmm.
And they are grossly under their protein goals
Yeah.
just for regular body, just maintaining. So,
Wow.
first, I'm encouraging people just to eat more.
Mm,
Like, I'm very food focused. So, I'm waiting for my next meal, and I realize not everyone is like that. So, I would just say on a Sunday, and I'm trying to uncomplicate meal prep, just poach 6 chicken breasts, put it in some boiling water with some chicken stock,
mm,
protein sources that you can just grab very quickly,
mm.
whole food protein sources, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, whatever your jam is. You just have to prioritize it and plan it because these same mamas are prioritizing food for their student athletes.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello? I
Hmm.
have a mama that came in to the gym spending $300 for her son's personal training. He was asking me about protein supplements for him, what he should eat. I was like, girl, what are you eating? And then once they see you eating,
Hmm.
you model it. Let me tell you, my
Uh,
8-year-olds ask me for avocado toast and Greek yogurt with blueberry. They model it.
wow.
So if not for you, for them. But I would just say, just plan. I'm eating in my car a lot. Like I'll have a Tupperware. You don't have to be this extreme, but you just have to just be a little bit more present
Mm.
and thoughtful. And what's more important, like I have people who just work, work, work. Like, why can't you eat lunch? Like your job is so you can't eat, you can't tell you can't eat
But
breakfast. Like,
Eva, that is like that's so the point. Like we somewhere in this, I'm gonna say it like the old folks said it in Mississippi and Louisiana, the country part, right? You that impotent.
right, right, right. That's the thing. I tell you, Shaj, I reached a point, ain't nothing more important than myself. I told my boss the other day, sorry, I can't start this log on until 9:15. And guess what? They say okay because we're valued. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's okay for you
It is
to
okay.
step away for 20 minutes, take a 20-minute break,
To
go
make
for a
your
quick
lunch and eat
walk, and
it.
to eat it. It's
Because
okay,
that's the thing. Now we got to talk to the girlies that work from home. Because this
girl.
whole work from home culture really has twisted us around. Because
Yeah.
people who say, "Oh, you work from home, you have so much flexibility," I think there's two things that makes that not true. One, it went from mommy guilt to work from home guilt.
Yeah. Yeah.
So work from home guilt has you believing you can't get up to go to the bathroom. Work from
Yeah.
home guilt has you believing that every single minute of every calendar moment of the day has to be packed with a meeting.
Yes.
Even doing
Yes.
work. Hello, it
Yeah.
has to be a
Yeah.
meeting because work from home guilt says if you're not seen, then maybe you're believed to not be working. I dispel that myth. I think you
Yes.
need to take it back, take it all back.
Yeah.
You can work
Yeah.
from home and be healthy
Yeah.
and still take breaks.
Yeah.
Somebody needed to hear that.
Put a 15-minute block in your calendar every 3 hours.
Yeah.
Go eat, go to the restroom, go take a
Go
walk,
stand
get
in the
some air.
sun.
Yeah, go get some vitamin D,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Your boss cannot, either you're the boss,
Yep.
so you definitely can build in the flexibility,
Amen.
or you have a boss, and I dare your boss to say, no, you can't take a 15-minute break to go and eat lunch. I dare. Like, it's just, so it's just about prioritizing. It's really the cultural shift. I just posted on this about like, we live in this culture where it's just so self-sacrificial, and we start to choose it and feel like we want to like just fill up all of this, that, just choose yourself.
Yeah,
Just you just have to, it starts with a decision. It starts with a decision.
I agree. Oh my
But
God.
I do, if you, some people, like if you like work in a hospital or something and you just can't sit down, then in that situation, a supplement is not a bad idea. I just think your first source should go to just
Really,
eating food, and then you choose a good supplement. Yeah.
I love that. I think, man, okay, so first of all, get moving. Number one, get
Hmm.
moving and think about your moving with intention, right?
Yeah.
Because if you are already operating on 10, choosing a workout that keeps you at 10 and maybe even going toward 20 is not helping you short term or long term.
Yeah.
You're ruining the cells in your body. You're depleting your muscles. You're depleting
Hmm.
your bones, especially
Hmm.
once you get to a certain age as a woman. All important. The other thing that I just want to just double click on when you think of those boxes, that notion of food and thinking about all the things that we need, our protein, and in particular, anything that we choose to eat cannot, and it will outwork the workout, is said the right way. You
Hmm.
cannot
Hmm.
outwork the eating, but you
Hmm.
can out eat the workout.
100%. Yes. You can yeah, you do out eat the workout just by,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. And
So
let me say one more thing on this.
please, yes.
We talk about protein. Protein's important. I don't even want to give numbers because people feel like I need to hit 150 grams of protein a day.
Yes.
But there's a certain amount of protein that's based in your body weight that is important to hit.
Mhm.
But carbs and fat are also important. Like I
Ooh.
was in a situation where I was like avoiding fat like the plague. The only fat I would eat was olive oil
Mm.
and like avocado, just because it just wasn't like, I get fat-free Greek yogurt, I eat egg whites.
Mhm.
But turns out as we get older hormonally, our hormones actually need fat
Wow.
to make them, right? They're fat-based hormones.
Yeah.
So you need the full spectrum. You can't cut out carbs.
Yeah.
We have to eat carbs. That whole like no
Isn't that
carb
our
thing is
fruit?
so
Like our fruit
bad.
are carbs, right? Like
Fruit are carbs.
fruit.
It's
Yeah.
People have permission to eat sourdough bread, rice, potatoes, eat your carbs, especially if you're working out. I was working out 6 days a week before, not eating carbs, all protein, and I was so exhausted.
Mm.
Literally told my husband, why am I do all this? I'm supposed to have more energy. Why am I so sore? You need the carbs to power, to fuel your workout if you're a girly like us.
Mhm.
Um, so many of us are under eating on carbs, and we need healthy fats. We need omega 3s. That's important for heart health.
Mhm.
So you need the protein, the carbs, and the fat.
Yeah.
Proteins are like the star right now because they're on trend, but we really need the whole thing.
Mm. What is your favorite diet right now?
I don't diet. What do you mean? Like a named diet?
Girl,
Like
okay, so
like
all right, so
carnivore versus keto?
yeah, like let's hit on that because
Mm-mm.
people are talking about Mediterranean. Well, I'm Mediterranean diet. Well, I'm carnivore. Well, I am vegan, vegetarian. Like, is there a favorite
Yeah.
diet? Like, how would you break that down? How would we? How should I think about which diet is the right diet for me?
Yeah, I don't even use that word diet.
Oof.
It's just lifestyle, right? So first of all, what doesn't jack up your gut? So that's where you start, right? So I'm not going to do a carnivore diet if red meat tears me up. I can't. I personally, I love vegetables, but as I've gotten in my 40s, I can't do leafy vegetables. Can't do broccoli because it bloats me. So I couldn't do a vegetarian diet, even if I love. So start with gut health. What
Okay.
makes you feel the best?
Yeah.
What your body can process. And I don't cut out anything anymore. I'm a little gluten insensitive, but I used to be very restrictive, and then my gut health got worse.
Oh,
So now I expose myself to dairy, to
oh,
fermented foods. Those have been shown to be very helpful for gut health. I do a little red meat now, lean bison, lamb every now and then,
mm,
chicken, poultry, seafood. I don't cut things out. And I think when you think about a diet, it feels very short term.
yeah, that's true.
So, what can you maintain for the next 5 decades,
Hmm.
which just goes back to any food from the ground that God has made for us
Yes.
that's healthy, you know? I do now, I'm more macro minded. So, our macros, protein, carbs, fats, I try to make sure that I'm balanced. So, I'll have one of those, I'll have a one meal has to have all of those. That's how I think about it. It has to have a lean protein, has to have a carb, and has to have a healthy fat. And that's how I think about diet. And it simplifies it.
Yeah.
We don't have to like do all the research. Just eat
Mm,
food, have a plate with a fist size full of protein, equal portions of carbs and veggies for fiber, and then that's it. Eat every few hours, and that's how I do it.
all right. So look, I know you got to get back because I know you got things to do. Let me ask you this. What's your most fun workout to do right now? What's trending for you and like not just the norm, just the fun workout thing you like doing?
I tell you, Stairmaster is my jam.
Ooh, like the
Who hates
old
Stairmaster?
school one where you're actually walking up the stairs?
Just a Stairmaster.
Okay, just the Stairmaster. Okay.
That's my jam. But I lift heavy I lift heavy 6 days a week,
Mm,
4 5 days a week. So that's if you could choose one thing, you have to lift weights.
okay.
One workout, lift weights. That is literally the fountain of youth.
Okay.
When you lift weights, you have more muscle mass.
Hmm.
Literally, when you have more muscle mass, your basal metabolic rate goes up. It goes up.
Mm.
You're just burning more calories at rest the more muscle you have. So number one thing, if you could do one thing 3 days a week, it would be to lift heavy weights.
3 days a week, heavy weights.
Yeah. And then my fun thing that fills my heart with joy because of my jams is the Stairmaster at a zone 3,
Stairmaster zone 2 or 3. All right.
or incline walk. Yeah.
Girl, this is
Oh,
wonderful.
that helps a little bit.
This this is absolutely so good, busting all the myths and giving us some
Yeah.
really good stuff to think about. All right, so folks can actually follow you and your bodybuilding journey because you're killing it there too. Yeah.
I won't hurt the
Okay,
folks and
go
give a
ahead and
flex.
show us. Show us the flex. No, 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 no. You got to show the flex.
I'll show you a little bicep, just a little bit, a little bicep flex.
What? Yes, that part. That part. I love that. And a 44-year-old woman who is not only killing the game for herself, but you're doing it for your family and you're
Aw,
sharing it with others. And that,
yeah.
I think, is what makes this proven. May not
Aw,
be perfect, but it's proven. And
I
I'm
love it.
so excited for what you've shared with so many. I know it's going to bless because look, I'll
Mhm.
tell you that middle age slide is a real slide.
Girl,
And if you're not here yet, just know what's coming because we didn't.
and we didn't even talk about the menopause situation.
That's
First of
another.
all,
That's
that's
another
another
one.
conversation.
That.
Yes.
So
But
look.
let me say one thing.
Yeah.
Who lied when we were 20 and said that it was I can't wait for my 40s? Like, you remember that? Like, we look fabulous, but the 40s and the early 50s, like,
It's a
this is
trick.
interesting. This is interesting.
It's a whole trick. Stuff
Yeah.
just shifting and pivoting and changing and
Yeah.
all the things. So I actually want to have that conversation on menopause,
Yeah.
perimenopause. So can we please book a date and
Yeah.
get that on the calendar because that's the part two. We're going to talk about
Yeah.
Miss Perry, who's like knocking on a lot of people's doors right now.
Girl, kicking the door down.
Yeah, she kicking and she seeps into the place you work. She seeps into your family,
Your bed,
your bed.
you
She
can't
seeps
sleep.
in, girl everywhere. Can't sleep, can't sleep.
She's in your marriage. Like,
Yeah, Miss Perry just be everywhere. So we just need our girlies and our guys. Our guys who listen to this, they need to know about Miss Perry too, because they need to be looking at their wife and their significant other and not thinking, no, she's legit crazy. She's not crazy. She's not,
Yeah.
she might look crazy, but she's not really crazy.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm here for that conversation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, that one we're booking. Thank you so, so much for being generous with everything that you know and have shared. Really appreciate you. God bless and keep doing what you do.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.